Good morning, everyone. It's Brenda. Welcome back. I thought we'd continue today with our junk mail series. Just going to make a pocket and some tags and put a journaling card together, just some stuff. So I wanted you to know that when we did our folder yesterday, some of the paper is lifting. See, I left that there so that you could see. But what I realized is I should have used an emery board or a sanding block, because it's shiny mail. Like yours may not be shiny, but I think like a lot of it is. So I just sanded it all down so that the glue would have something to adhere to. But I thought, yeah, so if you're doing it and you discovered that, then just do a little bit of sanding. So I'll just go back in there and sand it a little bit with my emery board, and then I'll glue it back down again. But I wanted to leave that and show you. Some of it had come up and I did that already. All right, so grab up your stuff, all your junk mail, your scraps of paper, whatever you're using, and then we'll get started. All right, I just put this image together. If you remember, when I first started, we did a couple of videos using a magazine and collaging in the magazine. I'll put the link to the video below, so if you haven't seen it, then you can go back. And this is one of the images, and then I just backed it onto some card. But all of these ones, I've cut them up already, but these are all from magazine. So I just collaged book page onto a magazine, like all the pages, and then I added images and, you know, just lace or the doilies and butterflies just to pretty them up, and then they get cut out and you can use them in all your different projects. So I just thought that was a great way to use up your stuff and then make pretties when it comes time. So I've cut those all up. They'll eventually all get used. And then I have all my junk mail pieces. I plugged in my hot glue today, so that's good. So I just thought we could get going and do a couple things. All right, how's everyone today? I hope you're all doing good. It's the weather's not too shabby here, but we're supposed to get some snow some point today anyway. This is just some, it was a big piece of material. I got it from Walmart and I just cut a piece off. It's navy blue. It looks black, but it's navy blue, and I'm just kind of crunching it up on the side there, just to give it a little bit of a gathered look there with a butterfly. I've inked most things anyway that I'm doing right now, but as we go I may have to do a little more inking. So then there's that and the butterfly, and I leave the butterfly wings loose so that they can look like it can look like it's flying. But simple as that, and you can journal on the back, add it into a pocket. And my thought is that do up all of the ephemera pieces that as you would for a journal, and then I'm going to put a journal together so that we have a place to add it all in. All right, so that's just that piece. So then I took another piece of the junk mail and I cut it down to 4.5, because our pages are 5.5, and I want room in case it gets glued down onto a page. So you can glue it to a page, or you can leave the side open, the back open, and then you have a pocket here as well. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do, but I just thought we'll get it dressed. And so I have book page, and these pages are from an Alice in Wonderland book that I had been using. I did a I did a journal, Alice in Wonderland journal, and so I'm just using up the rest of the pages that I have, just because, you know, we use up what we have, and book pages are great. And what's nice about the book pages is a lot of the fonts are different, so they're fun to use. And I don't think I need it. Let's just see how long I need it for. And yeah, the page is just a little short, but that's okay. So I'm going to glue it in, and then I will cut the top off. Or maybe I should just do it and cut the bottom off, and then I won't have the white at the top. Yeah, maybe that sounds better. So it's a very gray day here today. It's supposed to snow at some point today, so we'll see. I'm just going to use my glue stick again, just like I did yesterday. Braden's not here today. His dad is off work, so he's staying at home with him today. So hopefully they'll have a good day. There we go. I just do it down to the crease. And the paper gives it stability as well. And if your page is too short and you don't like this edge, just trim it when you're all done. Like before you dress it, that's okay. And I have this lovely print. See what I mean about the different fonts? It's from the same book, but I guess when a character is talking, they give it different, a different font. There, I'll just glue it on and then I'll trim around it. Just makes it a little easier. So it should adhere pretty good now because I sanded the shiny, so it should be all right. There we go. Just cut it best I can without cutting into the card. I know there's a few of you that are joining me doing this, so that is awesome. Hopefully I will see some pictures or you tag me in on social media there so I can see all the things that you've been doing as well. I quite enjoy that. I'm just going to ink it up before I glue it. It's a little easier that way. So yeah, on the tag we did yesterday, I'll show that to you as well because I added an image to it. Didn't do it yesterday, I don't know why. But I'm going to leave the back blank because I'd like to add it to a page. So I'm gonna do that. And I'll just get my corner rounder. It's just a little thing from Amazon. I just searched corner punches and a bunch of stuff came up, and so I just got that. So it just gives it a more finished look, I guess. But I just glue this. We'll see if this is going to cooperate today or not. I did add more glue to it, so I don't know if that was the problem or not yesterday, but we'll find out. Come on. There we go. Just the two sides. And if you wanted to, you could add another pocket. Like before you glue it down, you could add another pocket above it. So you could have 2 pockets there. But I think that one is good for now, just like that. There we go. And then we'll make some tags for it. I cut up one of the, it was piece left over from what we had done with our folder there. And I just took them apart and made them into the tag shape. Okay, I did have some paper here for it. Everything gets messed. There we go. This is just from a book, one of my books that I use. So I'm just going to add it on. And then you can put any kind of paper on the back. You can put the blank paper, music paper, book page, whatever you want. Whatever scraps you have, just collage your scraps on it as well. Yeah, there we go. Just like that, and I'll put some book page on the back of it. Let me just trim first. In book page you can still write over, or you can add photos, whatever it is you're going to do with them. Your book, your choice, right? I'm going to get where the words are mostly. And I don't throw those pages away because they can be used either in, if you cut them down straight or whatever, then you can use them in your snippets. You can stamp on them and use them like as word stamps or whatever. And I'm just gonna cut the corners like we do, just to make it look like a tag shape. Hope you've all been having a good holiday season. I hope you've been able to be with your families and stuff. And so there we go. And then I just have, I have butterfly packages, words. I didn't put these into the holders yet, so, but I've been wanting to use this ticket. So I'm going to just scrape it up with my scissors and give it a nice rough edge. It just gives it a grungy look. It's a little messy, but I don't mind mess. I mean, that's just how it is. It just gives it a little scratchy kind of look, and then when you ink it up, it grabs it quite nicely. There we go. So I just thought we'd put that there, and then I have some words, and these are just Tim Holtz words. They just came in a package. So you just pick a word, or these ones are little sentences, not just one word. This is the problem, right? Well, not a problem, but it's picking the word. Oops. Sorry. I meant for it to be the ink, and it picked up the glue stick instead. Funny. So I'm just going to add that there. I know I do, sometimes I do things a little backwards because my mind goes ahead of myself and ahead of what I'm doing. So I need to try and rein that in and just think of one thing at a time and then do it. I don't know if that happens to you, but my mind goes and goes and goes, and I'm thinking ahead of all this stuff that I can do. And then I have a sparkly butterfly. He's gonna stand out nicely on there. You know how much I love butterflies. Butterflies, birds, and mushrooms. Those are what I go for. But something as simple as this, and of course you can lace it up, you can add all kinds of goodness to this tag, and then of course your topper if you wanted, or you can put a brad there, you know, whatever it is you'd like to do, then you do that because it's yours, right? I'm just looking for, I have these little tiny, here we go. These are little tiny pictures, and these were from that 8x8 sheet of Tim Holtz paper, and I cut out all the pictures. Instead of using the paper just as a sheet, I used it. I'm using it for all the little people separately. I'm just putting a little bit of imperfections in here. Oh, that one cut quite nicely. And then I'll just ink it up. Just adds a little bit of vintage appeal to it, just like that. And then I'm going to glue it there as well. But of course you can do these any way you want. If you do shabby chic or grunge, or oh, there's just so many things that you can do, and you just make it your own. So there's that. Cute, simple, quick, and that's what we like. That's what I like. Anyway. Okay, and we're just going to carry on, and I'm going to put book page on, whoops, on all of it. I was going to use my glue stick, but I think I'm just going to use my glue, my wet glue, and get it done. And if your page is big enough, you can fold it over and glue it as well, so that it's completely around your project. Or you can collage it all. That would be good too, doing some collage. But for simplicity's sake, at least for these ones, I'm just going to add the book page. But could do this as well. Just add a piece there and then a piece on the other side. There's no rules, right? We just do, if you like it, do it. If you like something that you're going to put there, then put it there. Don't let yourself be limited to anything. That piece already has glue on it, but I'm going to thin it out. I will use that edge. It's using up all your scraps, using your junk mail, and it's all gonna be awesome. By the time we're finished everything, it's just gonna be so awesome. I'm just gonna tuck that piece over top instead of cutting it off. So it just gives it another look. I know I'm inking up the side, but it's gonna get, the corners will get cut off. I just have to fix this. There we go. And they'll take a few minutes to dry. That's all right. All right, just like that. And then if you wanted to ink down this, then you can to accentuate that line there with the paper. That'd be awesome too. There we go. There's that. And then I have some flowers and butterflies. They're the Tim Holtz. They're called Botanical Layers. Amazon. That's usually where I get that kind of stuff, because it's the prices are reasonable, and yeah, I don't think we should be paying a fortune for stuff. Whew, that one's pretty big. Flowers, there's all kinds of stuff on here, but I think maybe you can put a nice flower there, and then I can find a word. And book pages, they are, as you know, they're full of words. So if you like words that you see, cut them out. Numbers, cut them out, and use those, because it's a great way to use it up. You don't have to just use them for like these kind of things of what we do. Yeah, maybe I like that one better. And then what do I have here? Sorry, I'm just looking again. I had everything kind of in place, but then of course before the camera gets put on, things get moved. So I'm just gonna pop a bit of lace down at the, just kind of right there, and just bunch it up just like that. And if you have jewels, pop some jewels on there. You can, of course, ink your stuff up, and I'm just gonna add a little tiny drop there just to kind of hold it there. And then we'll put some flowers. So hopefully you've been enjoying the start of this and what we've been doing. There's so much you can do, you know, and like I said, the idea is to make a journal at the end of it so that everything can be housed. So if you're going for a theme of something, like, well, whatever it is, like nature or birds or I don't know, like there's thousands of themes if you can think about it. And do your journal in that theme, like have all of your pieces in that theme, and then you're set to go. Oh. Well, let's just grab this one. It just says, "The pretty little birds chirped." Well, there's no birds on here, but it's okay. It's okay. I mean, you don't even have to have a theme for a journal. It could be everything that you like could be made and put into a journal. Take off the excess. And there you go. Just simple, pretty, another tag, right? Lovely. So let me just open up this. I'm going to pop a hole in this one. Just like that. And we did our hole punches yesterday. I showed you with this little thing. Oh, come on. I just doubled the page. And then it gets stuck, but it's minor. Just ink it up a little bit. Oops. Put some glue around the corner. I didn't do that to the other one. I think what I'm going to do with the other one is I'm going to add some fabric to the top of it and just staple it on. I'll do that in a minute. I just wanted to get these things done. There we go. And it just protects the hole for whatever you're going to pop inside there. And so this, I don't know if I should make a hole or just maybe just glue it on like that. Like, how fun does that look? Oh yeah, I'm just gonna dab some hot glue on there. It's hard for me to push today. And then of course you get all the little hairs, but that's easily fixed. What do you think? That looks awesome, actually. It just looks, it's nice and fluffy. I don't know if fluffy is a good way to put it, but I like it. Okay, so I have a little piece of this pink lace left, pink trim. So I'm going to pop that in this one. If I can get my fingers in the hole. There we are. Oh, that's cute. Very cute. What do you think? You can add jewels here, your Nuvo drops. You can do all that kind of stuff. That'd be so fun. All right, I have one more tag to do, so we'll just do it. I think I'm gonna just add bits of page to it that I have, just the pieces of what we had taken off before, and we'll just add them on. Use them up. Ink it up just a little. There we go. Yep, and this, you can do the same thing too if it's if you have enough of the paper to go around, then just tuck it around the back instead of cutting it off. That works. Like this, I'm just going to put it to the other side. Just like that. And then I have another piece that can go right there. So this is what I mean by just collaging it on. Just use all your little scraps. I mean, I might as well use them on here because I don't want to add them to the scrap bag I have. I got enough in there already. And I'm trying to get rid of it all. So this is a perfect opportunity. And then just at the bottom there, let's see what I have. Just take this and then pop it at the bottom. Nice. Oh, that paper just kind of tore off. Oh, whole thing moved. Look at that. Isn't that something? That's okay. I'll just add it back. And how nice that it gave it a little wrinkle. That's awesome too. All right, so there's the one side. What other pieces do we have for the back side? Just tear it down here. Do you have plans for the day? Are you gonna be, do you have New Year's plans? That's coming up. New Year's Eve. I usually make a platter of dip, and then we watch movies, of course, and just we stay in. I don't go out anymore. Like when I was younger, I used to go out for New Year's Eve with my friends and either go to a house party and listen to music and stuff like that, or yeah, I don't do that anymore. It's been a really long time since I've done stuff like that. But, and I don't miss it. I don't miss it at all. Especially now that I'm older. I like to just be at home and relax and bring in the new year. We watch the programs on TV of the different places bringing in the new year. So that's always fun. You see the mess? I'm not sure how much mess you can see, but whew, never fails. Always ends up being a lot when I've got a project on the go or I'm getting things ready. Okay, I'm just going to glue onto here instead of the other paper because I'll cut it down after I get it on here. So without gluing where it shouldn't be. There we are. And it makes it very strong because, you know, most junk mail is pretty flimsy. You know, if you're lucky to get one of the ones, some of it that has substance to it, then that helps as well. But these ones were kind of flimsy, so the paper, the book page adds to it, which is awesome. So I'm just going to take some little pages and see, this is all you do. You just collage your paper on, and how relaxing collage is. Like, I quite enjoy it. It's a very relaxing thing to do. Just gonna add it to the side there, and it just, then you can't see any of the junk mail in there. Just like that. Excuse me, sorry about that. My husband has a cold, so he's been suffering with that for a few days. Sneezing constantly. Goodness. And there we go. So it's kind of nice. You got your different print peeking out behind there. It looks so cool. As my friend Charlotte says, it's cool. I love that expression because it just encompasses a lot of stuff. So, and you can choose which your front is, which your back is, but I think I'm going to have that as my front. I really like that. And then I have some pretty flowers. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another piece of, let's see what we have here. I might have something small enough to fit on there. Maybe this. Oh, maybe this one. Changed my mind. So yeah, we can have like a side tuck up there or something. Let me just trim it. Oh, maybe I'll use this instead. Use my ruler. It gives it a nice edge, but see here on this one I didn't sand it or anything, and that was on the magazine page. So I just pop in some glue. Sometimes it's just the corners that end up coming apart. So you just fix it and you're good to go. There we are. Will that fit on there now? Let's hope so. All right. Sorry, I'm just gonna trim it down just a touch more, and I'll use my scissors this time because I have a tendency to not be able to do those tiny little places. And I just cut the corner so that you can see that it's a tuck spot, and we can pop one of the tags in there, I think. And we'll see how that is, if it's too wide or not. But there we go. So I'm going to just glue the two sides, and I'm going to leave this side open. Pop it at the bottom. You can pop anything into this pocket. You can make a special tag for it if you want. You can add in flowers. Oh, I actually like that. It's gigantic though. Maybe I can find a smaller one. I'm just going to cut the corners, make it look like a tag. Just like that. There we go. So there. Here's a smaller one. Might look a little better. Yep, that looks better. And then you can add whatever you'd like to it. down the side. Maybe I'm going to add some lace down the side, and I won't crinkle this one up. I'll just can squeeze it. Whew, my goodness, I don't know what the problem is today. It's just having some issues. Bring it down to the bottom. There we go. Just like that. And then you can just add whatever you want from there. You can add stickers or can add another word to it if you want. Let's see what else I have. Right off the bat, we'll just do this one. And I'm just going to cut it and separate the words, and then you can just do them like from top to bottom, you know, like not top to bottom, but with brave wings she flies. That didn't even glue. I wonder why. Let's try again. I was pretty sure I stuck glue there. So, and there's that one. How pretty is that? That is just very pretty. So we have the flowers in there, and I think I'm going to add the purple ones in there as well. And then let's just grab this. I'm going to, it's just another cut off of a piece of lace that I had received from Liz. And I'm just going to ink it up a little, and I'm going to add it to the top. So what I'll do is I thought of stapling it for another bit of texture, but I'm just going to hot glue it there and then turn it over, and then I'll do the other side. And I just put a little line of glue there and then add that to it. There you go. You can add bling to it. Like I say, Nuvo drops, bling. You can just go crazy with it. But there we are. So hopefully you liked that. That was a lot of fun, actually. But I'm going to leave it there for today, because I don't even know how much time we've been on. So this is our little pocket. I just wanted to show you before we go. Move all my mess. I got a big mess to clean up. This is going to be one of the pages in the journal. You can dress this up too. Like, I don't know why we didn't, but look at that. That's going to be perfect right there on the corner. I'm just going to add glue to the bottom, and then on the two tips of the leaves there, because they're pretty flimsy, those ones. But look at that. It just added, bang, just added that extra bit of wow. And then can add a butterfly just right there. I didn't ink it up, I know that, but don't stress. If you don't do something that you wanted to do, don't stress about it, please. It's okay. All right, so then we'll have our pocket. This one's not good. It's got the ink or the lace. There's a pocket and a pocket, and I'm going to add it, and then there's another pocket. So I'm going to do that right now with you, because that's where I want it to go, and it'll end up being a page in our journal that will get made eventually. So I'm just going to do that right now so you can see what that looks like. There we are. And I'm just going to add it there. And like I say, you can glue these 3 sides and have it as a side tuck too. You don't have to do it from the top. It's just for this one, this is what I'm going to use it for. Just like that. And so that'll go in there like that. This one, and it has its own pocket, can go right in there. Should probably let it dry first, but I wanted you to see what it looks like. This one's a bit thinner, even though it has the lace at the bottom. And then we have this one as its own pocket, and you can keep this one as a floating one right here if you wanted to do that. I'm just going to grab my little, I have this little hair thing, and then that can just be added there. And there's a hole. What's nice about these ones is there's a hole there, and you can put a little dangle on there if you wanted to. A little, use a bulb pin and put some little jewels on it or something and have it hanging out. All right, so that's what I have for you today. I so hope that you've enjoyed this. I hope you're crafting along with me and having a good time using up that junk mail. You guys, you have a very, very blessed day. I thank you so much for being here. If you are enjoying this, please like, subscribe, leave me a comment. I answer each and every one. And if you think somebody would like my content, please share it. I mean, it's always fun to be able to see what people are doing on YouTube and what they're creating. I sure enjoy it anyway. All right, everyone, take care. God bless. Bye for now.